Sailaja, we've heard from the writers and their journey. Let's hear your journey to founding Mango and Marigold Press, even though I know it wasn't called that originally.
Yeah, so it started with the birth of my daughter, or the pregnancy I had with my first daughter. And so I am a bibliophile. I love books, I love words, I love um, all of that. And so when I was pregnant, it was really natural. I had a library themed baby shower. And as I was putting books on my registry for that baby shower, I wanted to put books that reflected my culture and history and heritage. I grew up South Asian and Hindu and identify as Indian. And I have a sociology degree background in Asian, like learning about Asian cultures and communities. And I just couldn't believe that once I started to look at those books that were available to me, that the books didn't reflect my culture, my history, my heritage. They were developmentally inappropriate, culturally inaccurate, culturally insensitive, and it was frustrating. And so I was pregnant at the time, about to start a PhD program, and I was like, whatever, this is gonna. And then I became a mom, and I looked at my sweet daughter's face, and I was like, she's never gonna see herself on the cover of a book. She's not. And that really frustrated me. That really, really frustrated me. And so I remember posting in a mom's group. I was like, does anyone know anything about children's literature? And Amy wrote yeah, I have a master's degree in it. What's up? And so we made an arrangement to get coffee and crepes. And I told her, she brought like all of these books. I remember her bringing books, and she showed me stuff, and I was like, cool. She's like, go write. And I remember trying to write, and I was like, this is really hard. I can't do this. Writing stinks. And so I went back to Amy, and I was like, Amy, maybe, do you want to help me write it? And she was like, maybe, yeah, let's think about it. And so she's like, well, yeah. She's like, maybe.
Is that what I said?
I think you weren't like, yeah, let's do it. You were like,
I was like, I don't know.
Cool. Yeah, you were like, whatevs. Because like I didn't have money, I didn't have a business plan, I didn't have anything. But what I did have was this passion to change something. And so you fast forward about 6 months later, I leave my PhD program. I get $1,000 grant as a startup capital, which allows me to hire Tim Palin. Amy generously signs on with the promise of an advance. I don't even think we had a contract, frankly.
It was fine.
She knew where I lived. It was fine. We get a story together. Tim does some illustrations, and I then showed it to a friend who was also an investor. And I was like, listen, I'm trying to do this thing. And he was like, cool. More. And it ended up being that once we launched the pre-order campaign for Hanuman and the Orange Sun, he gave us our first $5,000 in startup capital. We then closed out the funding we needed within 2 days, I think, of that campaign, maybe 3. And really, this is all to say it started in moments, little moments of irritation, of frustration that have created this movement. So now Mango and Marigold Press will be 6 years old in November. We, by November, will have released or started the pre-order campaign for 20 books. 6 years old, 20 books, multiple awards. We have expanded our offering to include young adult, middle grade fiction, which is just amazing, all while being bootstrapped. I have no background in publishing. I have a business major. I'm a sociologist and anthropologist. All I have is an entrepreneurial spirit. And through that, we have, instead of following the way publishing traditionally does it, have decided to charter our own path and do it our way. And that means that our books get into the hands of children who need them the most.